Today we're going to be talking about LBZ rods and pistons. We'll start off by taking a look at this piston. This came out of a 2007 Chevy Duramax. It's the LBZ model. If you notice here, they installed on these models, they installed a bushing in the piston so the wrist pin could, I guess, have a better ride. I mean, it doesn't make any sense why they would add that in there whenever the LB7s and LOYs, which are the earlier models, they didn't have bushings in the pistons. The only bushing there was in the rods, but all the rods have bushings in them. And the wrist pin obviously holds it all together with the retainer clips. But in this application, the wrist pin started to work against us because it started to slide out so far. I mean, they're pressed in, but obviously they weren't pressed in right. They started to slide out, and it wore about a 6-inch groove in the cylinder that this piston was in, and it started to lose compression, started to have a lot of blow-by, so we had to disassemble the engine and find out where the problem was, and we found it. It was wrist pin, where the wrist pin goes, the bushing. It was just absolute failure. So in my opinion, I think the pistons in here are pretty much junk in all LBZs, and it really doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, it doesn't really surprise me either. What they did is they created, in the newer Duramaxes, they put a better rod in here, beefier rod. You can distinguish it too by the little nipple that's it's casted in the rods. You can see where I'm pointing at. That's how you could tell the stronger rods versus the weaker rods. And just like a lot of things in this world, people tend to, they fix one problem, then they create another, because the earlier pistons like LBZ, or not LBZs, but LB7s and LOYs, they're a little bit, the pistons in there are just indestructible. I mean, I've heard of guys, cranking out 1,000 horsepower with LB7 pistons, but never really heard it too much on the LBZ pistons. And these pistons, they don't like heat, they don't like high boost, and high cylinder pressure. That's all from boost. There's guys out there, I mean, it's sad to hear guys shattering their LBZ pistons with a stock tune. It's just horrible, the design that they did. And I mean, I'm sure that they're gonna fix this, and if they haven't already fixed it, which, well, I don't know, because I had a set of LML pistons and they didn't look very much stronger than the ones that are sitting right here on the LMLs, and that's basically the newest that there's out right now. So other than that, that's pretty much just a general description, on the LBZ rods and pistons, and that's basically it.